that even mean, Bowers Game
Hey there,
Corner?
YouTube. I'm back again for another How to Play video, and today I'm going to teach you how to play Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, the game. This is for 2 players, ages 12 plus. So the first thing you're going to want to do is sit on opposite sides of the table from each other and pick one player to be Neil and one player to be Dell. You're going to shuffle up their decks of cards, then each player should have their own deck of cards in front of them. Next, you're going to shuffle up all the yellow cards and all the black cards separately, and then place them like this so that they kind of make planes, a train, and an automobile. Next, you're going to take this little car card right here, put it on the non-fiery side, and place it so it's right next to New York, but all the other locations are covered. Place that in the center where everyone can see it. You're going to make sure the shower curtain is in the center, and then you're going to take this green token right here and the inside of the box. You're going to place the green token on the 0 and place the box once again in the middle where everyone can reach it and see it. And now you are ready to start the game. Now, each and every round, you are going to have a challenge. How you'll know what your challenge is you're going to flip the top yellow and the top black card and put them together like so, and then you're going to start on the left side. And the left side is going to show you exactly how you're going to set up the challenge. The number on the left is going to tell you how many of these cards you're going to have to draw from your deck. So right now, we're going to need 6 of these cards. In the middle, it's going to show you how to place the cards. So we're going to have all 6 cards right next to each other like so. So I should have 6 cards like this, and Dell should also have 6 cards. Now, in this case, I don't actually get to look at the 6 cards that I just drew because they're black. However, sometimes you'll see cards that are white, which means you do get to see the cards. And after you get done with this video, I highly recommend leaving this part of the paper face up in the center so everyone can very quickly understand all the different icons in the game. Last but not least, you'll either have some talking icons or you'll have some no talking icons. And once again, this is going to tell you whether or not you can discuss the cards you have in front of you. So with the basic setup of this round done, you're now going to read all the text on the card, and the card will tell you the type of mini game you're going to play on this round. Now, the rightmost card is going to tell you a very specific rule that you're going to have to deal with in this round. And then when you combine both of them, they'll show you exactly how many miles you have to travel in order to complete this mission. And you keep track of that over here on your box insert. So how does a challenge work? Well, really, it varies based on whatever's on the leftmost challenge card. But the basic gist of the game is that every single round, both Neil and Dell are going to play one card. Now, normally, the total of these cards together is going to equal how much you're going to move up on your tracker on the board right here. So, for instance, this time we'd get to move 150, and we would actually get to do that because with our current burglary rule, it says that you have to have at least 1 0 in one of the cards in order for the mileage to count, and we actually have 3 zeros. These cards would get set off to the side, and then we would do it again. However, if we wouldn't have had a 0 on either of these numbers, both these cards would have got discarded, and we wouldn't have got to move at all on this track right here. Now, eventually, one of 3 things is going to happen. Either you're going to reach the exact mileage goal that you need to get to, in which case, congratulations, you've successfully won this round, and you're going to move your car 1 space further to the right. If you reveal Chicago by doing this, then you have immediately won the game. Now, there are 2 ways to lose a round. First, if you ever go over your mileage goal by any amount, the round is over and you flip over your car to the flaming side. If your car is already the flaming side, well then tough cookies, you've lost the game. Also, if either player ever runs out of journey cards to play in a round, then once again you flip over the car, and if you flip over the car twice, you lose the game. In any time you interact with the car, either by moving it to the next location or flipping it over, that round is now complete and you can move on to the next round. Which means you're going to gather all of your journey cards, shuffle them up for the next round, reset the mileage marker back to 0, get rid of the top 2 challenge cards, and flip over 2 new challenge cards, and you're ready for the next round. Now, there are 2 special cards in the game that I want to talk about. First, we have a 0, which isn't the greatest, obviously, but it has all 3 of the different colored suits on it, which will come into play on some of the rules that you have to deal with. And then there's the ×2 cards, which will copy the mileage of whatever your teammate played. So right now, this would be like having 2 75s. And if you and your teammate both play a ×2, then they both count as 0. But get to Chicago without your car catching on fire, and you're going to be the winners of Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, the game. And that's how you're going to play the game. If this helped you out, please give it a thumbs up. Also consider subscribing or supporting the Patreon, as I teach new games all the time. But go have some fun.
This video is brought to you by all of my amazing Patreon supporters, and I would love it if you would join their ranks and have your name immortalized in the end of many of my videos for the end of time. But consider for only $1 a month, and as always, thanks for stopping by.